Here's a trip of a story for you. Maybe you've heard that the Doors took their name from Aldous Huxley's book, The Doors of Perception, and that title comes from a William Blake quote. In The Doors of Perception, published in 1954, Huxley describes in detail his experience of taking mescaline. He believed that the brain doesn't just perceive reality, it actually filters it, limiting what we see to help us function. The phrase itself came from Blake's line, "If the doors of perception were cleansed, everything would appear to man as infinite." That radical notion that we're only getting a fraction of reality spoke very clearly to Jim Morrison, who at the time was devouring anything that challenged the status quo. Jim had kind of a crusade to break on through those mental barriers, and it's quite clear in the Doors' music. Just listen to the song Break On Through to the Other Side, a literal call to step beyond everyday consciousness. And when the music's over, he pleads for liberation from the mundanities of life, insisting that we confront its raw truths. And the end is Jim's most surreal journey. He successfully blurs dreamy imagery with personal revelation, as dark as it may be. Within every song is the idea that true enlightenment lies just beyond the veil of ordinary perception. Jim was known to have roamed Venice Beach at night, scribbling poetry that he believed would jolt people awake. Ray Manzarek said that Jim Morrison saw himself as a kind of shaman, leading audiences on a mind-expanding trip rather than just a rock show. And it all started with Huxley's conviction that our mental doors have the ability to be flung wide open, granting us a small glimpse of the infinite, if only we are willing to see.